Carlton witch ramble about Carlton versus Melbourne. Now, Carlton versus Melbourne is very fucking interesting because they are both Taurus energy teams. Their coaches, right? Melbourne Demons have got a Capricorn energy coach and Carlton have a Cancer energy coach, and those two are opposition energies. So they are both Taurus energy teams. They are both experiencing a similar sort of energy on the overall energy, but the coaching is a different approach, completely opposite approach. The energy tonight is honestly, it's not great for either of them. Okay, so there's a little bit more positivity in the Carlton department because the sun is in Cancer, really helping the Cancer energy players. And the coach, right? So Vossi, he's got the sun behind him. We've got like TDK, we've got Sard. These sorts of energies have got like this brightness, right? This more kind of light. Now that can translate to fucking ego. So there is that concern. But the energy for Taurus, okay, the moon is in Taurus, right? So the emotional energy, the emotional vibes that we have are in this Taurus energy. Now, Taurus energy is a little bit fucking lazy when the moon is in Taurus, right? It's the energy of wanting to lie around, okay? Now at 8 o'clock, so this game started at 7:35. So this aspect is going to be the one that takes like the whole game, okay? And the effect that that's going to have is that is almost a fucking battleground. Okay, because we have this energy that is like asking you, why don't you let your light shine? Why don't you like how are you not being seen, right? Where are you not being seen? Where are you not confident about being seen? But the other side of that energy is going like, are you too much in your ego? Are you so much in your ego that you can't get to work? Are you so much in your ego that you don't show up honestly, that you don't show up authentically and in the right way that makes you feel good about yourself because you're worried that people won't validate you as perfect? So there's other energies kind of affecting today. One of those energies is like a truth coming out energy of like the dark things kind of coming to the surface. And like the idea of like shame getting in the way of being able to do hard work, right? And this morning we also had an energy that will last probably for the rest of the day, but it's not going to be as loud around 8 o'clock. But it's this energy of like, if you truly fucking believe in what you are doing, work hard. Like if you truly fucking believe in this, what you are doing, if it makes you feel good, if it makes you have this outlet for your, emotional energy, if that feels good, if you feel safe, work fucking hard, right? So that is this energy that we're dealing with. Now, there could be a massive breakdown in communication when it comes to this 8 o'clock aspect. It's going to be a bit of a battleground. So let's get into having a look at the players and seeing what we can fucking expect, okay? Don't think we can trust Tom de Koning, okay? He is in a very questioning moment about how he communicates with people, and could be in a whole lot of fucking ego, to be honest. Could be dealing with a whole lot of ego. And Leo North Node, mate, he is questioning his future. He is questioning, which obviously he fucking is, right? So he is questioning his future. He is questioning whether or not his future allows him to shine, right, as who he is. So that's how he's making his fucking decision, okay? All right, Sardi. Okay, look, Sardi. Look, I'm not going to give it to him either. Not that he will be bad, but he's not going to be at his best. He's questioning a lot of things as well. He is like in a questioning moment of something that needs to shift within how he uses his masculine energy. Okay. Also affected in that kind of questioning way as well is going to be Mitch McGovern. Is going to be Cripps. Look, I think Ashton's got the capacity to have a good game. There's a lot of like going back through some stuff that he kind of had on his mind from like March and from like May when he really started building something new here. He could be in his head a little bit, all right? Now, the positive energies here. So this fuckery within communication, the people that will do the best in it are people who fucking have direct communication, right? So I'm looking at people like who don't fuck around with what they want to say, okay? So you've got George Hewitt, you've got Ollie Hollins, even Charlie's got some great energy for being able to like really communicate what he fucking wants, okay? Let's hope he taps into that, because he has had issues in the past giving a fuck about wanting to communicate that sort of stuff. And let's have a look at little Harry O'Farrell. See, Harry O'Farrell's got some nice energy for today. His masculine energy's been lit up by the light of the sun. He is in a kind of questioning process about his inner belief system, but I don't really think that'll get in the way, because he is quite stable in a lot of other ways. All right, let's have a look at the demons. What have they got going on? Now, look, just as a side note, we've got Uranus in Gemini, and we've got Mercury, who is the ruler of Gemini, in retrograde as well. So Gemini energy is like very fucking erratic at the moment. And that's good for us because I pick it is a Gemini. So be expecting him to be quite literally the physical representation of chaos. Okay, he is going to be so chaotic. Like, no, I don't think he will be on point 100% of the game, because as much as he's got like a big energy he's kind of dealing with on a personal level, that energy is kind of causing a little bit of chaos. And so with that communication battle, that's not going to be 100% a great thing for him. Now, questioning their masculine energy in the same way, they don't have fucking anybody, right? They don't have anybody going through that. Jake Melksham, now he could be trouble, but also the way his mind works, how he gets involves himself in relationships, his wound story of not being able to shine how he wants to, and also how he kind of takes risks, is sort of in a questioning process right now. Okay, it's in a questioning process, and it is like questioning some like emotional things, and the rest of his energy does not fucking like that. So that could be a positive, because he's not going to be in his right mind. So him not in his right mind is going to be helpful, because I pick it not in his right mind is also going to be helpful for them, not just like running a train, right? So Judd McVie, not got the best luck of the day. So that's great. That's great. Jacob Van Ruin, also not got the best luck of the day. Bailey Fritsch, not going to be that affected by this energy. He's a fucking straight talking communicator. Okay. Now, Max Gawn as well, going to be a problem. Max Gawn could be a huge problem, because he is undergoing like looking at where he hasn't let himself shine. So if this is the game that he decides to let himself fucking shine, okay. Jake Lever also, they're not going to be really that affected by this energy. This is going to be a tough one. There is a level of discipline that comes with having a Capricorn coach added to a Taurus energy that's very fucking stubborn. And a lot of these communicators that aren't going to be at all affected by the fuckery of today is going to play a really huge part in getting the win. Because it's going to require a lot of fucking discipline, and it's going to require really leaning into what you know about the rest of the team and how they communicate. A huge component of this energy, the way kind of through it, is to intuitively trust people to be able to hear what you say without offending them. And I feel like Melbourne have that a little bit better than what Carlton do. Like, I just feel like the Melbourne team, the way they communicate and the way that they've kind of dealt with their bullshit, there's been a little bit more like turn the feelings off and get to fucking work. Whereas with the Carlton team, it almost seems like we turn the feelings all the way up. And so that could make people not really want to communicate for a number of reasons, either because they're like sick of people not listening, or because they feel like it's not going to be understood in the right way, or they might be concerned about being egotistical, right? The other side of that is they might be being too fucking egotistical, right? They might not be like zooming out and seeing what's actually fucking going on. They might just be in reaction mode, and that will end in a fucking battle. Like, I won't be surprised if there is, like, because the Gemini players on the Melbourne team, because I pick it, especially, is a shit-talking genius, okay? Is quite literally a shit-talking genius. And so that kind of energy is really going to get under people's skins today. and the highly emotional, to the point of some of them turning their emotions off Carlton team, have a negative effect on them kind of having a little fucking tantrum. Let's do a little bit of magic. Let's use these ones. Okay, is Carlton gonna win? Let's just be fucking direct. Is Carlton gonna win? Right? Is Carlton gonna win? And the answer is, literally talking to me, intuitively you know that they're focused on a solution for a money problem. Okay? And how's that gonna show up? I mean, they need to fucking keep it simple, right? They need to keep it simple, and they need to go back to what they fucking know. That is how they win this, okay? That is how they fucking win this. They have to go back to what it is that they know and the simple things. But they won't, okay? And this is not the card I wanted to see because it literally means loss. Persevering through another fucking loss. Thank you so much. You know why? Because it's fucking justice. It's justice. There has been, like I said in my long Carlton video on YouTube, most of the games that they have played this year have been about who deserves to lose. Not who deserves to win, but who deserves to lose, okay? And literally, their minds are not in the fucking game, okay? Some of them are even thinking very cruel things about themselves, right? And how they got into that position. And a lot of the thought process is like money in the future and success in the future. So they're very fucking distracted. Excellent. Are Melbourne gonna win? Okay, so look, their dreams aren't coming true either here. Right? Their dreams aren't coming true either. They do have the ambition, the determination to do it. Oh, and there's a bit of fucking spite. Oh, I knew it. There is a bit of fucking spite in this energy. That like one point loss is kind of egging them on. Is kind of egging them on here. Like, they're coming together because of that. Ha! The outcome is like not to look like fools here. The sun. The sun. Okay, so there is happiness coming for them. But what is this? 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 Anyone want to tell me why the fucking corruption card is here? The corruption, right? This is like in the past, right? Like something that like has been inherited, this energy, which like I've said that the demons are cursed here. I mean, this is telling me that the Melbourne Demons have inherited a curse from corruption of the past. Why are we getting deep here? I just want to fucking know if they're winning. That's telling me no. Telling me no. It's like because of this curse. Like, I need another deck of cards. Why am I feeling like making a deal with the fucking devil? Like there's no outcome for the future. Even in the face of tragedy, there's always room for hope. The fucking devil. I am fucking telling you, this is a very weird fucking energy. There is some kind of fucking corruption going on at the Melbourne Demons. And because all of Carlton games are about who deserves to lose, there is something about that fucking coming up here. Authenticity is required. Okay, let's go. Let's just do left hand number will be representative of higher or lower. So higher or lower, who is going to win today? Left hand is going to be Melbourne. Right hand is going to be Carlton. 40, 42.